Hey everyone, welcome inside Studio AP, another edition of Morning Drive on YouTube. Doesn't the Bahamas sound good this time of year? Well, let's take you there and look at that leaderboard for the Hero World Challenge, where Patrick Reed is leading the event through 36 holes after back-to-back 66s in rounds 1 and 2. He is 3 shots clear of Gary Woodland, who shot a 69 on Thursday. He sits at 9 under par. John Rahm and Henrik Stenson tied neck and neck for third place at 8 under. Tiger Woods, the tournament host, JT, Ricky Fowler all tied for 5th at 6 under par. But switching gears back to Captain America, he is 4 for 4 in closing out 36-hole leads in official PGA Tour events. Now, this is an unofficial event this week, but Reed's scorecard of 12 under ties the lowest 36-hole score since the event moved back to Albany in 2015. The one blemish came on 16, but that was surrounded by 5 birdies on his back 9, so not bad at all. So the market is open, and that means it's time to buy or sell as we turn it on over to Anna Whiteley.
Thanks, LT. That's right. We are first up, buying or selling Patrick Reed. So, Paige McKenzie, are you buying or selling that he will convert this 36-hole lead at the Hero World Challenge?
I am buying, and I rarely take, one man over the field, but of course in this case, he does have a couple-shot lead, 3-shot lead going into the weekend. And more importantly, he's 4-0 when he's had the 36-hole lead. And I just don't see him going away.
You don't see him going away, but there are some serious chasers out there in the form of John Rahm, Gary Woodland, Justin Thomas. Do they not put any fear in you at all?
I think it's too tall of a mountain to climb. And I think for Patrick Reed, he's got a little bit of motivation to play well here this week. Number one, he's playing Tiger's event. We know how he feels about Tiger Woods. He loves the red and black. He wears it on Sunday because of his idol. Do you find one more person in the field that would be wanting to hold that Tiger trophy next to Tiger Woods than Patrick Reed? More importantly, also, he is a captain's pick heading into President's Cup next week. There is plenty of reasons to want to validate that captain's pick, and this would be one of them.
Get in there. Are you buying or selling he's converting this 36
I love
lead?
Paige. So eloquently put. I'm buying as well.
Okay.
I think when you look at Patrick Reed, what he's accomplished, 66, in the way that he's getting around this golf course, not the longest player off the tee, and has had some trouble over the last month or so, or maybe 6 months, with his driver, but he's driving it well this week. But he's played the par 5s, 8 under par through 2 rounds, and this is a player that cannot overpower a golf course. So that says a lot about his wedge play and his converting shots inside of 125 yards. I think he's one of the best putters in the world, a streaky putter at times, but when he's putting well, he makes a lot of birdies, and he's avoided the big numbers through 2 rounds. Most players in the field have made doubles or worse. Patrick Reed has not. 66. I don't see him going away. I don't know that he'll have a 3-shot lead going into the final round because, as you mentioned, Gary Woodland, John Rahm, Stenson, Tiger could shoot mid-60s maybe and cut into his lead. But I think when it's all said and done after 72 holes, Patrick Reed will hold this trophy. This one means a lot to him, Paige, as you said.
It does mean
It's Tiger's event, and this is Patrick Reed trying to win Tiger's event, his hero.
Well, it's interesting, even when I think of Tiger, Patrick Reed, I go back to the very first time they were paired together. It was actually at this event. It was being played at Isleworth. And what does Patrick Reed do? He shows up in a red shirt. He goes out and shoots a course tournament or a championship course record at 9 under par.
Sure.
The guy gets motivated by big moments like this.
But that's a great point, though. But because Tiger is such a role model for Patrick Reed, he wears the red. He was wearing it yesterday. All he would love to do this week is to be holding the Tiger trophy next to Tiger Woods. Does that not pile on a little bit of pressure because he wants it too much?
No, not for him.
That's the thing.
It just
different.
doesn't. Yeah, he's different. Mentally strong, has total belief in his game, and he's right now swinging really well, but he always has the backup. His biggest asset is his tremendous short game and his ability to convert putts. We saw it at the BMW back in the summer. We saw it at Augusta National when he won the Masters. His ability when he gets in the lead, when the pressure is at the most, when it means the most, his short game rarely falters, and I think that's what's going to carry him through 4 rounds.
And we know you can't have any game without a strong mental game, which leads me to our next buy or sell. Is Patrick Reed's greatest asset his mental strength?
I would say yes, because to me that's what differentiates him from other players in the field that are in this kind of position, whether it would be playing with Tiger Woods for the first time, whether it's leading a golf tournament. He seems to rise up to those moments where other people falter. And the fact that he can do that means buy. Mental strength, greatest asset.
I buy as well. When you look at a player that can navigate around the golf course successfully, consistently throughout their career, and it seems like Patrick Reed just turned pro a few years ago, but he's been on tour for 7 or 8 years now. He has a right to left shot, okay? Does not try to work the ball left to right very often. So in order to get close to a lot of hole locations that are on the right-hand side of the greens, he still hits his shot. That's the belief in his ability to be able to turn the ball over and not worry about missing it to the right. His belief in his ability to get it around the greens, to hit his shot and never get rattled by who he's playing with or the tournament he's playing in. There's no question that his mental capacity and belief in himself is a reason why he's been so successful on the PGA Tour.
Patrick Reed has had an interesting relationship, shall we say, with the media and with golf fans because of that self-belief. Possibly sometimes topples over into overconfidence. Is that something that you recognize in Patrick Reed, and can that be to his detriment in any way?
It certainly can from a PR perspective, and I think it has been. I would say that he is probably the least marketable Masters champion, at least in my recent memory. Because of that, it's hard to root for somebody if they are maybe too arrogant about themselves or situations. I mean, you go back to even Paris, where he says, I don't care if I'm friends with Jordan, I want to play with him. You have these moments in college golf where he's alienated his teammates. He doesn't necessarily rub people the right way.
What did you make of him when he came out and said, I believe I'm a top 5 player in the world, when he wasn't there yet, but he's always had that very precocious way about it?
He believed it. That wasn't something that he was saying to ruffle the feathers of the media or any other player on the PGA Tour, some of his fellow competitors. He believes it. He's always felt like that he was the best and could be the best if he was given the opportunity. We saw it in college. We've seen it throughout his professional career. And I think, once again, going back to the belief in himself that he can accomplish anything regardless of the situation, makes him hard to catch when he's in the lead, because he's not going to back down.
Well, it's interesting because doubters don't seem to chip into that belief. They seem to fuel that belief.
His will to win, too. And all these players want to win.
Yeah.
But he really wants to win. And it shows in he's very stoic, he's very precise, but he also doesn't change his game plan on the golf course. His course management, he plays his game regardless of the venue, regardless of the golf course, and it works.
Yeah, we're going into third round coverage. Patrick Reed is currently your leader by 3 shots. We'll see how it all goes down over the weekend. LT.
But what are our YouTube viewers thinking? Are they buying or selling a Patrick Reed win this week? Let us know in the comments section. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's conversation. Make sure to subscribe to Golf Channel's YouTube page for more, and tune into Golf Channel and Morning Drive every day. See how we do it live for the latest news around the game. See you next time.